Are you ready for the word tonight? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm super excited. Okay. What I want to share with you on is managing your team. And this team is not the team you are used to. Okay. This team is an acronym which I'm going to share with you in a moment. Okay. It's an acronym. I believe that on your journey to 2023, in this journey, you're going to need 4 team members. 4 team members. Very critical to your success, very critical to the achievement of your goals in 2023. So I'm going to share this in the space of 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, we will be done. All the sessions throughout the week will not be more than 45 minutes so that you can enjoy a very short delivery but very powerful message. Are we ready? Okay. I'm sharing on managing your team. I hope you have your pens, your jotters to take down these things I'm writing. Now, for some of you, these broadcasts will not be left on the platform after 7 days. After 7 days, we are taking down all the videos and we're going to put them in our storage. If you want the videos, you're going to pay a fee. So I will encourage you to watch. I will encourage you to watch these videos. All right. Don't miss any seminar, any webinar. Take charge of your team. As you journey to 2023, there are 4 team members I'm going to ask you to take very seriously so that you can achieve your goals. Very critical on your journey. Number 1, T.E.A.M. So let's start with the acronym T.E.A.M. T stands for time. Time. This year, you must be very careful about the use of your time. You must be very careful about the management of your time. Time is crucial. Time is critical to your success. Don't play with time. Don't play with your time. Managing your time means making your time an ally instead of an enemy. For some people, time is fighting them. Time is a serious opposition because they have squandered and wasted time in their youth. They have squandered and wasted time in some certain seasons of their life. And so now they are battling for time. Where you need to use time, you must be very, very, very careful to make sure you maximize time. Time is of the essence. One of the most agreeable reasons why people end up regretting in life is that they misuse time. You see an elderly man who is in his 60s or his 70s or his 80s, and one of his regrets, he tells you, is that he did not use time well. He didn't spend time with the people he was meant to spend time with. He did not spend time doing the things he was supposed to spend time doing. And so he's living in regret. You don't want to live 2023 and regret that you wasted 365 days, 12 months doing what you were not supposed to do. So time is a critical team member on your journey to success. On this journey of 2023, don't let anybody waste your time. Don't let any activity, fruitless activity, waste your time. Don't let worries, doubt, waste the time you should be using to accomplish your goal. Time is of the end. Don't let people who disguise as your friend waste your time. Listen, there are people, they are time wasters. They need to be cut off your 2023. If not, you will not manage your time. Many people underestimate the impact of time. You underestimate how much time can either add to your life or take away from your life. So I'm going to share 3 things about time. Number 1, the awareness of time. Write this down. The awareness of time. Many people they are not even aware of the times and their seasons they are in. One of the greatest tragedy is that it was your time and you never maximized it. One of the greatest regrets is that you were living in your moment, but you never seized it. Look at what the scripture says in Isaiah chapter 61. It says, arise and shine, for your light is come. It means there is a time your light comes. And when your light comes, please don't be found sitting down. Please don't be found sleeping. Please don't be found doing something else when you're supposed to plug into your time. It will be a great disservice to you, knowing that it was your time and you never did anything about it. Are you following? It will be a great mismanagement of time not knowing that it's your time. Many people have entered their next level, but they did not know they were doing the same things they did in their old level. Can I talk to somebody who is watching me? It is obvious in the atmosphere, in the calendar of God and destiny, that you have entered your next level. But for some reason, you are still held back doing the same things you did in your old level. You are still held back, accommodating the same people you accommodated in your old level, not knowing that you have entered into your next level. What a tragedy! What a tragedy that you have entered your next level, and the power and authority that you are supposed to be exerting, you are afraid because you don't know that is your time. Some of you, your business services have gone and have passed the level at which it was, but you are still operating your business like you did in your old level. Some of you are still charging the same money that you charged in your old level. You are not aware that your level has changed. Oh, come on now. One of the greatest things that can happen to you is suddenly to realize that your level has changed. Listen, apologies to people who will feel that you are proud. Apologies to people who can't stand your greatness. Apologies to people who can't stand your emergence. They want to talk to you as though you are still in your old level. But listen, when you realize that your value has increased, my brother, you have to change the price as well. I love what one of these rappers said. He said, yesterday's price is not today's price. You have got to be aware that you are in a new time. You are in a new season. People shouldn't talk to you the way they talked to you in your last season. People shouldn't treat you the way they treated your business in the last season. Come on, be aware that you are in a new season. Some of you have outgrown that activity. See, there are certain activities you do that at this present time is only belittling the grace upon your life. It's only belittling what people think of you. There's some activities you need to cut off this year. Listen, some of you have outgrown some certain associations. Can I be honest and frank with you? There are people that can't stand you in this new season. They can't stand in the same network and circle because they are not evolving at the level you are evolving. They will only be there to pull you down and pull you back. There are people that you condone their disrespect. You condone their insult. You condone the things they throw at you. But listen, please be aware that it's your new season. You are in a new time zone. There are certain things you should not condone from certain people. Listen, there are places you should stop going. Can I be frank with you? There are places you should stop going. Listen, if they don't see you for 5, 3, 7 months, they will call you. They will say, we have not seen you in a while. What happened? Listen, your season has changed. Your time has come. This is not being proud. But listen, you must associate with the things that will move you forward to your goal. You can't afford to waste time. Some of you have outgrown that environment. Listen, I'm even talking about physical environment. I am even referring to physical environment. Some of you will need to move. Listen, I was in a conference, just a while back, and one of the speakers at Wabek said, "Listen, some of you may even need to change your church." Oh my God, I was thinking that church. I mean, church is the house of God. But listen, there are some churches that God's presence have left there. Sorry to say, God's presence has left there. You are only being used as an activity. Some of you need to leave some of your churches. Some of you need to pack out of that area you are living. I bet you, I tell you, trust me, you need to leave that physical place that you reside. Because listen, sometimes a change of season will also require a change of location. Am I talking to somebody tonight? A change of season also will require, most times, a change of location. Listen, you need to key into what I'm talking about. You need to key into what I'm telling you. Even the book of Ecclesiastes begins to make us aware that there is a time for everything. There's a time to laugh, there's a time to cry. There is a time to go to war, and there's a time to stay at home. There is a time to fight, there's a time to make peace. It will be a tragedy for you in the season where you should be going to war, you are staying at home. And when you should stay at home, you're going to war. It will be a tragedy for you to be fighting when you're supposed to be mending peace. And when it's supposed to be a time of peace for you to be fighting, you must be aware of your time. Can you be sincere and ask yourself, what time am I in? What season am I in? What season are you in? What season are you in? If you don't know the season you are in, I bet you are going to misplace time. You are going to mismanage time. You will misuse time. Are you following what I'm telling you? Hey, some of you, it is your time to shine, but you are still staying hidden because of fear. Listen, some of you, this is your season to shine. But for some reason, I don't know why you have not made up your mind to shine. I don't know what is that false humility that is keeping you from shining, keeping you from exposing the light of God in your life, of showing the world that you are truly made of more. Some of you, God has given you everything, but you are the one holding yourself back. You are the one saying, no, it's not my time. How can God say it's your time and you are saying it's not yet your time? You must understand your time. Some of you are waiting for man's permission to do it, to go after it, to be the best, to go to achieve that goal, to achieve that success. You are waiting for certain men who you have deemed as maybe mentors or spiritual heads. You are waiting for them to tell you that is your time. But listen, sometimes, oh my God, listen, even when God was calling Samuel, God did not call Eli. God called Samuel. He said, Samuel, he would have called Eli and said, Eli, help me to call Samuel. But God didn't have any business with Eli. God went straight and called Samuel. Listen, sometimes when God has made it your time and your season, he will not take permission from men. That's why sometimes there are men that fight you in your time, in your season, because they lack the spiritual intelligence and communication that it was your time. Some of them don't even know how God has called you, but they can sense that it is your time. Can you please type on your chat? It is my time. It is my time. Scripture tells us about a particular people. They're called the sons of Issachar. Look at what the Bible says about them in 1 Chronicles 12:32. It says, and the children of Issachar, which were men that had the understanding of times, and they know what they ought to do. Listen, if you don't understand the time, you will not know what you ought to do. That's the problem with this, our generation. If you can't discern that this is my time, you will not know what you ought to do. This is already January. You should understand that it's a new season. You ought to know what to do. Am I talking to somebody here? It is your time. You have got to declare it in the atmosphere, declare it over the space of your life. Say, listen, this is my time. This is my season. And you ought to know what you're going to do. Number two thing I want to also talk about time is the assumption of time. Come, let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Listen, I read a post very recently. Watch this now. Just watch this. Watch this. It will blow your mind. And in that post, it said, many of us, we are used to the expression. Look at this expression. I know you use the expression. You are used to saying time is going. Let me correct you tonight. My brother, my sister, time is not going. You are the one that is going. You are assuming time is finite. You are the one that is finite. There is an end to you. There's no end to time. You are the one that is going. You are the one that is getting old. You are the one that is growing old, not time. So you are actually the one going and not time. That's one of the assumptions. Number two assumption is that you will always have the opportunity that time presents. Listen, time brings opportunities. And when you don't use them, it recycles that opportunity. Now, here is the most painful thing about the assumption of opportunity. You always think that when opportunities come again, you will be in the right state of mind, in the right level to maximize that opportunity. And that's the problem. That is the problem. When we assume that the opportunity we misuse today, we will get it at the same level at which we were the last time, it's a misconception. Listen. Okay, so let's take, for example, a woman who gets married late. She gets married at 45, at 50. Now, thank God she finally got married. Okay. Now, such a person will not have the opportunity to, play all the romantic games she would have played if she was 27. Okay. She will not have the luxury of time to condone certain things because Now she's not young, she's not at her prime. She's, she is elderly now. So there are certain things that she will have lost, because even when the opportunity came back, she was not the same person that she was at that time. Let me give you another example. If you are talented right now, you have any form of talent, and you misuse the opportunity, the assumption is that it will come again. Now, listen, it may come again. Let me give, for instance, if you are talented in the area of music, and right now songs are coming, you didn't do anything about it. When you are 45, 50, 55, and suddenly you feel, oh, you got back the opportunity. Listen, at that age, listen, your propensity to take risk has reduced. Oh, come on. Your propensity to take risk has reduced. At that age, you are probably married with children. The kind of risk you would have taken as a 25-year-old upcoming musician, you can't take that risk at 50 with 3 children. Where do you want to go and be spending all night in the studio? Where? How? How do you want to tell your wife? You see, the opportunity came back, but you were not the same person. The opportunity came back, but you were not the same person. And that's the problem. Listen, even in education, take for instance education. If you don't maximize the opportunity to get educated in your young age, thank God you can always get educated even as you grow old. But do you know the value of education at an old age is not the same value at a young age? Their impact is different. Listen, can I tell you this? As you grow older, the value of your education reduces and the value of your experience increases. Can you write that down? Write that down. Listen, when you're older, nobody really cares about your education anymore. What they care is what you know and what you have been able to learn over the years, which is your experience. So that means the value of education reduces and the value of your experience increases. When you are young is when you can really reap the full dividend of the value of your education. So that means, yes, you got the opportunity to get educated again, but the problem is that you were not the same person, and so you did not really feel the impact of the value of that education. Am I talking to somebody? Now let's look at the third thing I want to talk about. Time is your application of time. This one you have to really pay attention. You really have to pay attention on this one because I need to really explain it to you. Oh my God. So you have to really pay attention to this. Watch this. The application of time. Now, this is the problem with time. How can you manage time? Is by applying yourself to time. Now, watch this. Watch this. Every one of us, you have your future self, your present self, and your past self. Watch this. Every one of you, you have your future self. In other words, what you want to be in the future. Your vision for yourself in the nearest future. That is your future self. You have your present self, who you are today. What this? And you have your past self, who you were last year or last month or last 6 months. Watch this now. Watch how it works. Each of yourself interacts on a daily basis. Let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. Sometimes when you are discouraged and you think about the future and you think about the things that you're going to still accomplish, you are encouraged. What happens is that your present self is consulting with your future self to get encouragement. Now, sometimes for you not to forget the things you have been through, sometimes your present self will consult with your past self to remember the things you have been through, to get wisdom and lesson. Now, there's a problem. There are many times your past self want to communicate and keep in touch with your present self. Now, this is bad because when your past self is always keeping in touch with your present self, it holds your present self from becoming your future self. I don't know if you are getting me. I don't know if you are getting me. Come on, you have to stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. This is very important. This is very important. Most of the time, we also allow our future self hinder our present self from evolving. Let me explain. Listen, I was with a friend, okay, who were talking about this book. Watch this now. This is going to help a lot of you. Why you have not manifested, it's going to help a lot of you. I was with a friend and he was telling me this. Look at what he said. Watch what he said. He said, "Oh, Mo, I wish I could be like you. I have written a book, but I have not published it." And I said, "Why haven't you published your book?" Listen to what he said. He said, "Every time I read the book, I feel I can do better. That's the problem. You think it's a good thing? No, that's a problem. Let me tell you why it's a problem. What he has just told you or told me, listen, this is what he told me. His future self comes to his present self and says, you can do better than this now. In the future, you are a big guy. How can you write this? So his future self is stopping his present self from evolving. Unknowing to him, he's not evolving. He's not producing. Why? He's benchmarking his present with his future. Listen, there is a boundary where you need to allow your future and your past interact with your present. Oh my God, I don't know how to explain this to you. Listen, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Sometimes, the reason why we misuse time is because we have already projected ourselves in the future, way beyond our time. And this causes a gap, a huge gap between our future and our present that we are unable to meet up. Watch this, watch this. There are some people that have misbehaved now because somebody promised them something in the future. Oh my God, did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? Did you know what I said? There were some, so let me give you an example. Let me give an example out of my head. So this lady comes, she's among her friends. She has all her friends, okay? Guys and girls. And there's a guy who says, oh, you know what? I like you so much. I would like to marry you. The moment I would like to marry you, that is a future proposition. She goes back to her circle of friends and begins to act as though she's above all of them. Oh, I'm getting married soon. Oh, you guys are not married. And so what she has done, she started behaving as though her future has come, whereas it's still in the future. So what happens is that she begins to misbehave to even the people that is in her present. Now, guess what happens? Guess what happens? The guy who says, I want to marry you, comes back to say, I can't marry you anymore. Change your plans. Guess what? She comes back to her friends. When she comes back to her friends, the people that were in her life had moved on. The guys who were around her, who would have proposed to her, did not propose to her because she had misbehaved on the account that she had a future promise. So what has happened is that she allowed her future self mislead her present self. How do I apply this to time? Listen, when time comes, when it is your time, apply your present self, not your future self, not your past self. Listen, what you give in your time is good enough for that time. Am I talking to somebody? If you are writing a book, don't wait for it to be perfect. It is perfect in that time. That conference you want to hold, don't wait until you have everything. It is perfect in that time. When that opportunity comes, do it at that time. Listen, everybody will always appreciate you at your level. Don't think you have to go to the highest level for people to appreciate you. That's why you have so many people, they are talented, gifted with ideas, but they have never done one thing with their life. They have never executed one thing. Why? They are waiting for perfection. Whereas so many people, they are not even as talented as you are. They are not even as brilliant as you are. They stepped out in their time and they made it happen. They stepped out in their time and they made it happen. Listen, your time is good enough for your move. Can I talk to somebody? Your time is good enough for. Listen, one of the regrets is that you had this time at this age and you never did anything about it. You will never be 30 again. You will never be 32 again. You will never be 25 again. You will never be 20 again. Do what needs to be done at 20 when you are 20. Do what needs to be done at 25 when you're 25. You can always perfect. You can always evolve. But listen, don't let that opportunity pass you by. Apply yourself to your time because it is your time. Can you just type, it's my time? Somebody just put it, it's my time, it's my time, it's my time. Come on now. Come on. We have to rush. Number two. We are talking about your team. Managing your team. We've just talked about time. Managing your time. Number two, managing your energy. Oh, I need to talk about this. You've got to manage your energy. Listen, 2023, there'll be a lot of things that is fighting for your time and fighting for your energy. This energy I'm talking about is your mental energy and your physical energy. Many people's productivity and performance have reduced because of mismanagement of energy. If you think and you undervalue energy. When you were younger, you used to type 7 proposals in a week. These days, one proposal, you are struggling. Why? Energy has reduced. You will not always have the same energy as you had when you were younger. As you grow older, there are many things that will deplete your energy. And that is why it's critical that you only expend energy in 3 areas. I'm going to share with you those 3 areas. You have got to write it down in 3 areas. Number 1, listen, number 1, only expend your energy in the place that will give you value for your vision. Oh my God. Value for your vision. Listen, everybody wants you to achieve their vision. And I'm not saying serving is bad. I'm not saying giving your time to other people are bad. I'm not saying that. But listen, when it does not add up to your overall vision, listen, it's time to cut back some energy because you are depleting energy. At this age, at this time, you should not be wasting energy on other people's vision. If their vision is not somehow directly on or indirectly tied to your vision, you have got to conserve this energy for your vision. Anything you are doing that does not give you a sign of progress to your own vision, you should not expend too much energy. No wonder you don't have the energy for your own programs. You don't have your energy to write your own books. You don't have the energy to do your own stuff because you are doing stuff for other people. And I celebrate you for that. I thank you for that. But what about your own vision? Oh, come on now. Come on. Am I talking to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? Am I talking to somebody? Your own vision is important. Your own destination is important. Is it going to add up to your destination? Is it going to add up to where you are going to? If it's not adding up, if it's a total derail from what you want to achieve in life, please don't expend energy, especially in 2023. Don't expend energy on areas that does not give you value for your vision. Number 2, don't expend energy that does not give you value for profits. Oh, yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. Listen, anything you are doing right now, you should be profitable. You should see the days of free are gone. You should learn to ensure that anything you are doing, it's also bringing resources into your hand that you are going to use to actualize your vision. Oh, come on. Listen, I don't even like people working for me for free. There must always be something I will give in exchange. What is given in exchange for the energy that you are expending? You are expending too much energy for you to go home with a handshake and a good God bless you. Thank God for God's blessing. But listen, if you're expending energy too much in an area that you have little or nothing to show for, it's time you have a rethink about that area. Are you following what I'm saying? I've worked for some of my mentors. I mean, I've never asked them for money, but they will always want to appreciate me for the energy I expend towards their vision, towards what they do. They give me something in exchange. This makes me feel that I am productive. This makes me feel that I am fruitful. Many of you, the reason for your discouragement, I will tell you the truth, is because you are doing so much and you can't earn from it. Nobody's paying you a penny. Nobody's paying you a sum of money. And so you feel that that thing you are doing has no value. No, it has value. It's just that you need to be able to expend it in the right place where there is profit. For every labor, there is profit. For every labor, there is profit. Listen, run away from people who want to use it for free, and never discuss with you what you can earn. There are people that don't have money to give you, but they will open your eyes, they will introduce you to other opportunities that will help you to earn and exchange this energy for value, for profit. Are you following? Number three, don't expend energy on anything that has no value on your personal development. Oh, I can't overemphasize it. Don't expend energy on anything that does not have value on your personal development. If you ask yourself, this thing you have done, what skill did you learn from expending energy in this area? What have you added to yourself? What qualification, what certification, what experience, what skill, what network have you added to yourself by doing what you are doing? If not, you are expending energy on the wrong things. You will be like how you were in 2022. You will be like how you were in 2021. Listen, you are going to ask yourself, what is this area doing to my personal development? Am I better off than how I was? Or I am even worse off still? You're going to ask yourself that question. You must have value for your personal development. There must be an experience and exposure you get from putting too much time in that activity. If people want to ask you to join them, listen, one of the questions you're going to ask in 2023 is, what is in it for me? Oh my God. David went to the battlefront, went to meet his brothers. And one of the questions he asked, he said, what will be done to the man who takes down this uncircumcised Philistine? In other words, what is in it for me? It's not a bad question. It's not a proud question. It's not a rude question. Listen, it is a wise question. Anytime people ask you that question, look at them as wise people. In other words, they are telling you, I don't have energy to waste. I want to put my energy where I can get something back. Every man is an investor. You invest energy and you get something in return. Every man is a sower. Every man is a farmer. You have got to put your energy where you get something from. This thing I'm doing, is it going to give me exposure to meet the people I want to meet? Don't just join people's network, join people's group, and you are getting nothing from it. Ask yourself, are they going to give me network? Are they going to give me money? Are they going to give me platform to advertise? There will be something that you are getting from that association or that area you are expending your energy. Are you following me now? Are you following? The third member of your team, T.E.A. A stands for attitude. Attitude. Let's talk about attitude. You have got to carry attitude this year. You have got to have a winning attitude this year. Listen, 2023 is not for people with bad attitude. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry. You will not smell me. You will not even smell anything near me. You will not even smell success. 2023 is for people with what I call winning attitude. Why? Because your attitude determines your altitude. Listen, the way you look at life, when life throws you challenges, it is your attitude that interprets those challenges. It is your attitude that interprets a no to a not now. Many people, when you tell them no, they immediately go away from you. They immediately think that you don't like them. No, no. When you submit a proposal or you make a request and people tell you no, it is your attitude that tells you that no means not now or not yet. It's a winning attitude that allows you to get up and stand up every time you fall. I meet people all the time. A little challenge, a little setback, and they crawl into their shell. They have low self-esteem. They feel unworthy. They feel inadequate. And you're trying to help them up and they can't get up. What a bad attitude. That kind of person, you cannot succeed. Even when people want to help you, they won't be able to help you because your attitude to life is poor. Your attitude to learning is poor. The same thing they complained about you in 2021 is still the same thing you are doing in 2023. A very terrible attitude. Opportunities will run away from such a person. Good things will run away from such a person. Why? The attitude is bad. Bad attitude. Bad attitude everywhere. You have got to change that attitude. If you are too proud, it's a bad attitude. If people are beginning to tell you are arrogant, it's a bad attitude. You are going to look at yourself and change that attitude because your attitude determines your attitude. Number two, your attitude determines how people are attracted to you. It determines your attraction. Attitude is an attitude is like a dress. It's like a beautiful dress. You wear it, and people are just, they can't just control themselves. They will just they'll be magnetized to you. An attitude is like a magnet. It pushes people to you. Listen, if you go to a church or an event and you see the ushers and you see one that is smiling and is saying, "Come, you're welcome," and another one is saying, that look. One is saying, "You're welcome, we are excited to have you." And another one is saying, "This way, this way, this way." Who would you go to? Of course, you will go to the one that is smiling with a cheerful attitude. One is attractive. Good attitude is attractive. Listen, the thing that you really want to do, the bulk of the success you desire to achieve will come on the wings of good attitude. There are people, life and God has positioned to help you, but they must see a good attitude. Listen, your attitude is like the signal to let people know that you are the one that they must favor. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? Your attitude is like a signal that tells people that you are the one that they should help. There are people that should have helped you, but they passed you by because of your bad attitude, because of a wrong attitude. You need to change your attitude. Listen, see, one statement I want you to jettison out of your mind. One statement I want you to jettison out of your mind is that statement that says, I don't care who doesn't like me. Please, in 2023, erase that statement out of your mind. It's a wrong statement. Even the Bible says that Jesus grew in favor with God and with man. In other words, in the equation of God, man is an important variable. That means if God will want to help you, God will use a man, and that man has to like you. That man has to like you. Please stop going about thinking that as many enemies that you have increases your chances. No. When you have too many enemies, it actually slows you down. Make sure that your attitude compels people to like you. People have to like you to help you. People have to like you to work with you. It's an attitude problem. If you can change it, I bet you will be more attractive. And number three, and the last one, is that your attitude makes people attentive to you. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is powerful. First, it determines your attitude. Number two, it makes you attractive. Number three, it makes people attentive to you. Listen, as much as people are attracted to you, your attitude has to make people give you attention. There are many people who people were endeared to them. People liked them at first. When they got to them and they found out that their attitude was bad, they left. So the fact that you're attracting people is not enough. Are you keeping people in your life? Are you keeping the right friendship? There are people that can't keep good people. There are people that can't keep friends because why? Their attitude is bad. You need to be able to keep people. You need to be, your attitude needs to keep people's attention on you. You are a business person. Customers are not coming. Clients are not calling you. People are not attending to you. The attentiveness of your attitude is very low. It means that there's something about your attitude that's not making people attend to you. So what you've got to do is have an attitude makeover. An attitude makeover. Are you following? An attitude makeover. And the last one, the last member of our team that we're going to talk about is money. Somebody say money. Yes. Let's talk about money. So we have talked about T, which stands for time. E stands for energy. A stands for attitude. And M stands for money. Listen, 2023, you need money. I'll be honest. I'll be frank with you. You need money. First thing you need to do, you need to start changing your mindset about money. It's an important resource, an important tool for you to achieve in 2023. So the first thing, you need to correct the mindset you have about money. Listen, scripture says it is the love of money that is the root of evil, not the desire of money. It is the love of money. You can desire something without loving it. Are you following? You can desire something without loving it. You desire money because money is important. Number two, you need to also correct your idea of the purpose of money. Correct the idea of the purpose of money. First, when money comes, first thing about money is that money is used for investment. Money is not used for solving problems. So many times we make money and we can't find our money. We can't see the money, but when we do our calculation, we can attest to the fact that money went through our hands. But the reason is that the first thing we did with money is that we spent it on solving problems. We spent it on meeting needs. The first thing that you need for money is to invest it. Money has wings. Money can fly. Money is a currency. That's why it's called currency. It flows. And when you don't trap it with investment, it flows to other people. So you need to correct your mindset about money. Number two, correct the idea of the purpose of money in your, because money is a facilitator. Money is a facilitator. Money can facilitate the opportunities that you missed in time. Now, let me tell you why money is so important. If you're the kind of person that have mismanaged time and misused time, money can help you facilitate the production of that opportunity back to you in a short time. Let me tell you this. If suddenly you have good amount of money, which you lacked maybe 10 years ago, you can quickly facilitate and produce the kind of opportunities that you missed and make sure it works for you in your present time to the degree that your money can afford. That's why you need money. Money can help you to facilitate the production of opportunities. Some of you, when you get money, you can invest in yourself and invest in your businesses such that the time that you have waited and you have spent without money, you can regain those time. You can regain those opportunities back and make good use of that opportunity. So make sure that you have a healthy understanding of money. Number two, have a healthy or correct or edit your expectation of money. Many of you are not expecting money. I'm expecting money. Can you type in the comment, I'm expecting money? What did the Bible say? The expectations of the righteous will not be cut short. If you're expecting money, type, I am expecting money. Oh, I'm expecting money from London, from America, from South Africa, from Ghana, from people in Lekki, from people in Ikoyi, from people in Bad. I'm expecting money. I don't know about you. If you are not expecting money, no problem. But I am expecting money. Listen, if you don't edit your management of expectation, you will find that money is not coming to you because money comes to people who are expecting it. Oh, you didn't hear what I'm saying. Money comes to people who are expecting it. It starts with your mind. Once your mind begins to expect it, you begin to see it. Let me give you this. I know you have heard it before. Have you ever thought about something for the first time? Maybe you thought about driving a red car, a red Honda Pilot, and the moment you stepped outside, you begin to see 1-2 people driving a red Honda Pilot, and you're wondering, how come I've never seen it before? Listen, they were there, but your mind did not recognize it. But the moment you begin to expect, oh, come on, somebody, you need to say, I'm expectant. Oh, come on now. The moment you begin to expect, you begin to say, people begin to offer you money, offer for your services, pay for ask for your ebook, ask for your program, because why? You are expecting money. Oh, listen, you can't go through 2023 without expecting money. I'm expecting good money. I'm expecting miracle alerts. I'm expecting jobs that will give me money. I'm expecting people that will bless me with money. I'm expecting huge deals, huge contract. I'm expecting, and the expectation of the righteous will not be cut short. So I'm expecting. The moment you are expecting, something is triggered in life. What is triggered is called the law of recognition. What happens is that what you are expecting begins to recognize you. What you are expecting begins to recognize you. Many of you, the thing that you desire is not recognizing you because you are not expecting it. Listen, when you are expecting something, you behave like that thing. If you're expecting money, don't behave poor, behave rich. Come on now. Don't behave poor. Behave like you've got some money in your pocket. If you're expecting, listen, a woman who's expecting a child, there's a way she behaves. She doesn't behave like other women who are not expecting, because there is something inside her that will change her walking step, that will change her hormones, that will change her physical structure. She will suddenly begin to look different because she's expecting something. Listen, if you are expectant, what you are expecting will begin to recognize you. And the moment both of you recognize each other, you begin to attract it to yourself. So when I talk about money, I know you may not have money right now, but what I want to challenge you is begin to expect money. Begin to expect money. Begin to expect money from the unlikeliest of places. And you will see somehow life is designed to bring to you your expectation because you have activated the law of recognition. Did you get something from tonight? Did you get something from tonight? Did you get something from tonight? Listen. Some of you, it is money that will help you to solve your attitude problem. Some of you are discouraged right now because there's no money. Have you noticed that anytime you have money, you have good attitude? Some people, they suddenly have a good attitude. They are suddenly cheerful. They are suddenly grateful. They are suddenly ready to take on life because they have money. Sometimes when you have money, it can correct the defectiveness of your attitude, and it can make adjustments where necessary. That's why money is needed. So this year, look for money, expect money, and solve problems to bring you money so that you can achieve your goals. And that's the members of the team you need. You need time, you need energy, you need good attitude, and you need money. Say this with me. I need time, I need energy, I need attitude, and I need money. Now say this with me. I have time, I have energy, I have a good attitude, and I have money. Oh, come on, come on. Don't let your lack of money make you not say. Say with me. I have time, I have energy, I have attitude. I have a good attitude, and I have